Proud to serve northeastern and central Pennsylvania. This is WNEP 16, the news station. Now, Nolan Johannes, Karen Hart, pilot Jack Woolen in Skycam 16, Chief Meteorologist Tom Clark, and Joe Zone on sports. This is Newswatch 16.
Good evening. Karen Hart is off tonight. I'm Nolan Johannes. Coke has called it quits, and now we'll be calling it classic. Today, the Coca-Cola Company knuckled under to consumer demand and is returning to its original formula. Officials in the Atlanta-based company say that they will call the returning old formula Coca-Cola Classic. In one of the most highly publicized product adjustments ever, the maker of Coke in April said it was revamping the taste. Consumer reaction was mixed, and Coke says it will keep the new formula now on the market, even as the old one comes out. Newswatch 16's Bob Constantini is live at a local supermarket. Bob, what are people saying tonight about all this?
Well, Nolan, the shelves here at Madgen's Market in Southside Scranton, already cluttered with a variety of soda products, are going to have to make room for one more, Coca-Cola Classic. That's the new name under which the old formula of Coke will be marketed, and that is, of course, as opposed to the new formula of Coke, which is now on the shelves. And that's good news for the people who preferred the old taste of Coke.
The old one had more of a crisp taste, like taste. It had a richer flavor than this. This is kind of sweeter, but I really prefer the old one better.
Now, the new taste of Coke has been on the shelves widely in our area for about a month or so now, and management here tells me that the sale of the new taste of Coke had actually gone down as opposed to sales before the old taste of Coke was taken off the shelves. Bob Constantini, live with the Instacamp in Scranton. Nolan?
Thank you, Bob. Newswatch 16 would like to ask you this question on the Coke move tonight. Do you think the image of Coca-Cola has been hurt by this controversy over the old Coke and the new Coke? If you say no, Coke's images has not been hurt, call 1-900-720-3720. That's 1-900-720-3720. If you say yes, Coke's image has been hurt by the controversy, call 1-900-720-4720. That's 1-900-720-4720. Your caller will cost you 50 cents. The phone lines are open till 9 tonight. We'll repeat the numbers later in this newscast, and we'll have the results of our unscientific survey tonight on the update at 11. Lower Luzerne County has been hit hard by a landfill closing. In May, the Sugarloaf landfill was forced to close by DER. Newswatch 16's Valerie Devine reports on one business near Hazleton trying to cope with that closing.
You're looking at more than 100 tons of garbage literally piled up on the ground outside of the Sanitas wall covering company in Hazel Township, Luzerne County. Since the Sugarloaf landfill closed in May, the company has had nowhere to go with its garbage. That is up until last week. Now this garbage is being shipped to a landfill near Scranton, but not before costing the company about $50,000 and some workers their jobs.
I've had to recently lay off 20 salaried personnel because of major cost problems that we were incurring in this company. And partly that layoff had to do with this major cost factor.
The tons of garbage here at Sanitas are a prime example of what happens when a landfill closes. But this company isn't alone, and the Hazleton City Council is concerned that the garbage problems in this area could get worse before they get better.
If this solution isn't resolved shortly, it could resolve in perhaps plants moving out. Hopefully that won't take place. Hopefully we will have a solution by that time, but it could happen. That definitely would have a serious effect on the entire economy of the city of Hazleton and the greater Hazleton area.
Besides affecting companies like Sanitas, George Hayden is afraid the garbage problems will affect companies that want to relocate here. Because as he put it, why make this your home when you have nowhere to dump your trash? Valerie Devine, Newswatch 16, Hazel Township.
Workers from the Environmental Protection Agency have drilled 3 boreholes so far, trying to find out where some toxic chemicals are. Today we found them working along Ferdinand Street, drilling into a mine void. But so far they have not found a large pool of toxic chemicals dumped over a 4-year period down another mine hole on North Kaiser Avenue.
The drill location is from the mine maps and the surveying, and we're hoping to maybe find the mother lode, if you want to call it that, or where this stuff might have gone.
The only toxic chemicals the EPA has found so far are traces of fumes in the air, and one family near the original dump site has been moved until the source of those fumes can be cleaned up. Newswatch 16 continues with Action 16's Jerry Gartenberg and a government warning about a certain diet plan. Plus, later on, we'll tell you about a story that caught the eye of several viewers last night on Newswatch 16.
Meet Mr. Finelli of Finelli's Flea Circus, a typical small businessman who loves the Minolta Beta 350 copier.
I love it. It's compact and it makes crisp, clear copies, even in color. And the price is small like a flea circus.
Thank you, Mr. Finelli.
I can even copy the flea's routines. And the tops don't move, so they won't get seasick.
Get a Beta 350, the perfect copier for the small businessman.
The new Beta 350, available at Top Copy Telecom, providing solutions that work.
Introducing the new soft drink that's got the juice. Right, we got the juice, and I'll be glad. I'll put some juice in every glass. We got the taste, we got the twist. We got the spices and the love to fit. 10% real juice. We got the juice, we got the splash. New science, we got the taste that no one has. All night, got the juice and nice and fast. We got the taste in every glass. We got the juice, diet juice, diet.
America, make room for Scott Towels Money Saver 3-pack. Scott Towels is already a great buy, but the 3-pack offers even bigger savings. Every roll of Scott Towels has more sheets than the leading brand, so it won't run out. And with 3 rolls in 1 pack, you get savings on top of savings on top of savings. Scott Towels Money Saver 3-pack. Make room for it.
Next, we have a story about a diet plan, and it's a state consumer concern, and I guess it's a nationally distributed product. Is that right, Jerry?
Right, and there's a warning going out to consumers around the country. I want to ask you, have you ever heard of something called the rotation diet?
Not me. I don't have to worry about diet, so I don't know. How about you?
Well, no, I didn't until today, but, you know, a company called Buckingham Productions of Doylestown says if you follow that diet, you can eat as much as you want and still lose weight. But the Federal Trade Commission says it's all a big, fat lie. There's no evidence a diet by that name or any of these other names will help you to lose even a pound. That's why the FCC wants the company to stop running ads. Ads like this, which will be coming up in a minute, which it calls false and misleading. The FCC says the ads and television commercials lure consumers through fake testimonials. Testimonials that claim the company's pills and wafers help people lose up to 25 pounds a month. Now, the government says that the rotation diet plan is also falsely claiming to get rid of hunger and tiredness and prevent the food you eat from turning into fat. The ads promise you can accomplish all of this by eating whatever you want 4 days a week and sticking to the diet 3 days a week. I wanted to ask company officials how this is possible and what they think of today's charges by the Federal Trade Commission, but no one returned my calls. The company will have a chance to give its views at a court hearing still to be scheduled. Nolan?
All right. It sounds like we'll probably be telling people about it then during that court hearing. Okay. Thanks a lot, Jerry. In Scranton, the big meeting between department store owner Al Boscoff and Mayor McNulty is on hold for a while. McNulty wants Boscoff to move a store into the old Oppenheims building as part of the renewal of the Scranton Downtown Business District. But Boscoff says he wants more information about the package the city is offering before he meets with McNulty again. Boscoff wants to know more about parking for his possible customers and about the condition of the old Oppenheims building. And our chief meteorologist, Tom Clark, is next with his weather watch. And, well, it was really raining yesterday. Do we have something to worry about tonight, Tom?
Nothing to worry about, but there's some rain showing on the radar behind me there. But there is a breath of fresh air in my forecast. I'll be right back.
Do you think people are loyal to Charmin only when I'm around? Watch my hidden camera.
I want to take away your pack of Charmin and give you 2 packs of this major brand instead.
No, that's okay.
What are you doing?
Well, this is what I use. It's very soft. It's absorbent. It's economical. It's reasonably soft. Feel it. It's reasonably soft. Feel that. Doesn't have it. Squeeze this, and you wouldn't buy anything else.
My boss would never believe this.
Gotcha.
My kids will not believe this.
Squeeze them lovely soft Charmin. Once it's got you, it's got you,
You
right?
bet.
And now there's new, stronger Charmin. Stronger when wet than any other tissue.
Enterprise Aluminum for discerning people like the Johnsons who wanted an enclosure. They knew what they wanted, and they called Enterprise Aluminum. You just came to Enterprise Aluminum when they wanted to beautify their home with awnings. When the Morgans decided to install that patio cover they always wanted, Enterprise Aluminum had just what they were looking for. Enterprise Aluminum, distributors of many fine products for your home or business. From start to finish, we do it right the first time.
To those whose lives are filled with all the stimulation they need, we offer Pepsi Free, made with absolutely no caffeine. The only stimulating thing about it is that exhilarating Pepsi taste. Caffeine-free Pepsi Free, because life is stimulating enough. Available in regular and diet.
And now we'll repeat our Newswatch 16 phone survey tonight that we're asking this question on the story that Coke is bringing back the old formula. Do you think the image of Coca-Cola has been hurt by the controversy over the old Coke and the new Coke? If you say no, Coke's image has not been hurt, call 1-900-720-3720. That's 1-900-720-3720. If you say yes, Coke's image has been hurt by the controversy, call 1-900-720-4720. That's 1-900-720-4720. Your call costs you 50 cents. Our lines are open till 9 tonight, and we'll have the results of our unscientific survey on Newswatch 16 update at 11. Time now to go out to the backyard. Tom's all set to give us the forecast and all the statistics. Tom?
Okay, Nolan, thank you. First of all, there are no severe weather watches or warnings out for the region tonight. I do see some rather large clouds looming over the Poconos, though, but no severe thunderstorms forming at this hour. Temperature-wise in the backyard, it's nice and warm. We have a lot of blue sky directly overhead, 77 now. The humidity is beginning to drop off, 56%. The wind is northwest of 10, and the barometer is beginning to rise. The high today was 80 in my backyard. Normal is 82, 64 last night. 99 is the record high for this date, a cloudy day 1 year ago. And somebody living down in Perryville, Carbon County, enjoys growing black-eyed Susans. There they are there. Coming up next is the live radar scan. Looking out towards from Penobscot Mountain, a few showers right there, heading quickly towards the east over the Pocono Mountains. I can look down there and see those clouds forming those rain showers there. More light thunder showers over Pike County. Here's a line of showers up here coming down out of New York State, heading towards Bradford County. Could clip Towanda in the next hour. And there's a shower there east of Williamsport. That could clip Wilkes-Barre within the next few hours. But again, there's no severe weather in the area tonight. Latest satellite view coming up next, and shows where the heavy thunderstorms are now. They are well east of here across New Jersey and down across West Virginia. Large hail and damaging winds possible with these thunderstorms, but we had some cloud cover this morning, and that prevented temperatures from climbing well into the 80s. That prevented the heavy weather from forming here in northeastern and central Pennsylvania. Here's the line here, leading edge of some drier, fresher, cleaner air coming down across the Great Lakes. Very comfortable humidities out this way, and you can see plenty of sunshine, which is in store for us. Now, my forecast for tonight. I think you'll sleep a little bit easier than the past few nights. Lower humidity and much cooler temperatures later on tonight after a few evening showers scattered around. New Milford, 58. Harvey's Lake, 57. Hello to Aaliyah, Jason, and Douglas. Watching tonight from Harvey's Lake. Coaldale, 61 tonight. And in Lock Haven, 58. The wind will be from the northwest. A sunrise tomorrow morning will be occurring at 5:39. And the sunset at 8:37. From the top, a shower in some areas tonight, maybe a little bit of thunder, and then becoming mostly clear later on. Nice and cool by morning, 59. 78 tomorrow, sunny to partly cloudy. And again on Friday, looking good into Saturday, temperatures near normal. Have more tonight at 11. Normal.
All right, and we'll be with you. Thanks,
okay.
Tom. The Sports Watch is next. Joe Zone has highlights of today's incredible Yankees game. Plus part 2 of his series, The Bus Ride to the Majors. Tonight's show looks at a local pitcher trying to make it to the big league. When you install heat pumps, you see all kinds. Some just can't take it. But here's the brand I installed in my own home. It's Carrier. Heats, cools, and saves all year round. Carrier heat pumps means reliability, quality, low operating cost. If you're feeling the bite of high energy bills, call now and ask about instant credit. Carrier.
For all your heating and air conditioning needs, call Solar Source Hazleton for superior service.
What's going down at your Quality Plus Ford dealer? Ford month prices. Factory authorized option package discounts gets you more Thunderbird for your money. Save hundreds. $12.30 to be exact when you get this specially equipped Thunderbird with this. And much, much more. Ford savings, Ford quality, Ford value, Ford month. Now, at your Quality Plus Ford dealers.
How can I save money on my phone service?
Can I do my own inside wiring now? Which local pricing plan should I choose?
Who do I call for new phone service?
What about repairs?
You can get straightforward answers to all your telephone service questions from Bell of Pennsylvania's Help Center. Just call 1-800-555-5000. It's open weekdays, 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Asking questions is good. Getting fast answers is better.
Now let's go to sports. Hi, Mr. Zone.
Hi, I'm interested in that Coke survey you guys are doing.
Yeah.
But, you know, in professional sports, you know, it has a whole different meaning. You got to be careful here.
Is that
Yeah, you know. Sure.
Yeah, we have nothing to do with that. No.
You guys can talk about your all-stars, your most valuable players all you want. There's nobody now in baseball more exciting, more valuable than the Yankees' Ricky Henderson. All he did today was score 4 runs. He stole 3 bases, 2 more hits. Led the Yankees over Kansas City 6-5. He's batting .361, by the way. The Yanks had to play catch-up. Frank White hits a bases-loaded home run. That's right, grand slam, 4-0. Kansas City leads in the first inning. Yanks scored an unearned run and then got to within 4-3. And Ken Griffey's 2-run single here. Henderson, one of the guys to score. Mattingly tied with a sac fly, but George Brett took shorter Dennis Rasmussen into the seats. Kansas City led it 5-4. Mattingly again. Watch him go to work. He had 2 hits today. He's hit an 18 straight. It's a double off the base of the wall to score, guess who? Henderson again. That tied the game. Quisenberry on the mound in the 9th. Henderson on second. Look at him. He's causing all kinds of problems. Winfield just a little blooper, but Ricky will score on the play. The Yankees win its final score, 6-5. Scoreboard, American League. 6-5 Yanks. Oakland 5-2 in the 8th over Boston. And in the National League, Chicago leads San Diego 4-3. If you want to play baseball in the major leagues, you've got to put some time in the minors. Some players put a lot more time in than others. A whole bunch never even make it to the major leagues, in fact. There are about a dozen kids from our area who are playing minor league ball right now. Last night in the first part of our series, we looked at Tom Wazalewski of Wyoming Valley West. Tonight, it's Mike Farr from Schuylkill Haven. Farr is playing in Batavia, New York. That's where the Indians' Class A team in the New York Penn League is located, and that's where John Evans went to find out how Farr is doing.
Mike Farr left Schuylkill Haven High School in 1983, having been a starting pitcher the whole time there. But since becoming the property of the Cleveland Indians as a 4th-round draft choice this year, he's been learning life coming out of the bullpen.
I only throw a fastball, a changeup, and a curveball. The coach here says my curveball is my best pitch. Like the way he puts it, Burt Blyleven has a curveball that is an 8 out of 8, and he says mine's a 7.
And in a year where we went out and drafted a lot of pitchers and think we did a really good job with pitchers, Mike is one of the top 2 or 3 that we've got.
Mike's fastball travels in the 88-mile-per-hour range, and his curve seems to drop off the end of a table. Farr has averaged a little more than a strikeout per inning so far, and his ERA is around 2.
Whenever it's a pressure situation, a bases-loaded, nobody out, a bases-loaded, 1-out situation late in the game, the call comes down the bullpen for number 43. And that's the way Mike likes it. My first appearance as a major leaguer was in Niagara Falls, bases loaded, 1 out. He brings Farr in. He says, welcome to the big leagues. I'm always the one to come in, so I really like that right now. I'd rather be a reliever as I am now as opposed to a starter, which I could be, because we're having a little trouble right now. But I hope to stay where I am.
He's got the bulldog in him, and he's got the 2 real good pitches. And if we do have a lead, Mike Farr will be in there in the 8th and 9th inning. He has the arm and the talent to pitch in the major leagues. If things don't go wrong, like a sore arm or something like that, can always happen, and he keeps his attitude, he'll pitch in the big leagues in 3 or 4 years.
Every fastball he throws that makes the catcher's mitt pop. Every curve that makes the umpire's hand rise is another step toward the major leagues for Mike Farr. Maybe he'll make it, maybe he won't, but he knows he won't be cheated out of the chance.
I'm going to give it 150%, and I'm going to work all time, and hopefully I'll get the chance to move up. If the breaks go my way, hopefully I can be in the major leagues. If they don't, well, I can always say, hey, well, I gave it my best shot.
John Evans, Sports Watch 16, Batavia, New York.
Tomorrow at 6, a catcher from the Bloomsburg area is trying to make it in the California Angels organization. Finally today, Eddie Gajewski, buried. As you know, he died on Sunday of cancer. That's all of it. Give tonight your best shot, and I'll see you at 11.
Okay, Joe, thank you. We'll see you on the update. Stay with us now. We'll be telling you why some viewers are upset with a picture that we showed you yesterday at 6. This picture. The clue is Old Glory, and we'll have the answers shortly.
Alpo presents How to Make Your Dog Smile.
Yeah, I told you he smiled when I gave him apple beef by treat. I didn't see a smile. Give him another one.
He smiled at me. I gave him an Alpo beef bite treat and he smiled. Yes, he did. If you want to see a happy dog, give him Alpo beef bite treats, made with real beef, the taste dogs naturally love. Okay, big smile. Watch the beef bite. Give your dog something to smile about. Give him Alpo beef bite treats.
What's the matter, little dog? They changed my Coke. Something wrong with it? I know, they sure changed it.
Coulda asked.
But coulda. I stuck with them through 3 wars and a couple of dust storms, but this is too much. Guess something big made them change.
Right, big.
Right, big. Pepsi, the choice of a new generation.
Still coulda asked.
The price of luxury just went down. Your Cadillac Super Network dealers announced 9.9% financing on new front-wheel drive Cadillacs. 9.9% tax-free financing saves you hundreds, even thousands in finance charges during this early closeout. If you buy or lease a new Cadillac DeVille, coupe or sedan, or a new Cadillac Sleeper. So get Cadillac luxury for less during this early closeout. 9.9% financing from the Cadillac Super Network.
Tell a friend you could save, tell a friend you should know, tell a friend you will find Acme prices are low.
Listen, you can save like crazy at Acme steak sales. All Lancaster steaks are reduced up to 75 cents a pound. The more you buy, the more you save. On porterhouse steaks, T-bones, bottom rounds. Why, I saved $2.25 alone on this 3-pound sirloin. Yep, up to 75 cents a pound off. Now all I need is a bigger freezer.
And play Acme's All-American Game.
Finally tonight, something we showed you last night on Newswatch 16. Raise some patriotic ire. There's a right way to display our American flag, and some of you called to let us know that's not what you saw last night. Newswatch 16's Bob Reynolds explains.
These people gathered in Columbia County to pay respect to a state senator by naming Interstate 80 after him. But federal law says by using the American flag to cover the dedication sign was improper.
I've always been very patriotic. I have flied a flag at home myself, and I didn't feel I was doing anything wrong. It was a memorial to a great man, and that's what the flag symbolized.
The flag should not have been draped over that sign. It could have been used on ropes in front of it, and then when they wanted to unveil it, to pull the flag up.
Gordon McFadden is a Marine veteran and has had articles published on the proper use of the flag.
Well, I think it's important basically because, number one, they're Americans. They should be proud of the symbol of their country, and they should learn how to do it right.
If I did something wrong, I didn't know what the rules were. Maybe I should check the rule book, too.
The flag symbolizes our freedom, and the law says that no one can be punished for not displaying the flag properly. But you don't have to look far to see other abuses of the flag. For example, the law says it's improper to use the stars and stripes for advertising. Even I have inadvertently broken the law by flying Old Glory at night without putting a spotlight on it. Now, some say that doesn't make us less patriotic. It just proves that there's a right way to show we're proud of our country. Bob Reynolds, Newswatch 16, Luzerne County.
And that's Newswatch 16 for Wednesday. Be sure to join us tonight on the update. We'll join you then. For Karen and the rest of the team, Karen, of course, is off today. Have a nice evening.